Tech mogul Brian Johnson, who spends $2 million a year for 18-year-old body, cheated and dumped fiancee after she got breast cancer.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amoni, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing how some men leave their partners when they have a chronic disease. Now this video is inspired by a certain situation where a woman was accusing her ex-fiancé of leaving her while she was undergoing chemotherapy. Now the man is a tech billionaire, and because of he's famous, the whole thing went viral and some tabloids picked it up. So he decided to share his own part of the story, and he came with some receipts. So in this video, we are going to check out what exactly happened, and then I will come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, let's get into this video.
So my ex says that I dumped her when she got cancer, and now the New York Times is preparing a hit piece based upon her stories. I'm going to tell you what really happened. She began harassing me 5 years ago after we broke up. She demanded that I pay her $9 million, or else she would say horrible things about me publicly. I knew the allegations were false, and I would not cave to this dark and twisted practice. She then came after me legally and lost twice. The court ordered her to pay me $500,000. But sadly, that did not stop the media or the internet from continually calling me a monster. Even though it's been 5 years, last week she posted a new IG reel that got 5 million views. It's the same story she told before. I'm a monster for abandoning her when she got cancer. So here are the facts using evidence. I didn't want to share these videos. I don't want to share this publicly, but she has so deeply damaged my reputation, I have no choice. I'm going to play for you 30 seconds of her reel and then show you evidence. You decide. Pay close attention to the clip she uses. She starts her reel in July of 2019. She was diagnosed with cancer in May of 2019, and I supported her through the entirety of her cancer treatment. Here's a picture of us together on the first day she received treatment in June. In her reel, she claims that I abandoned her during her treatment in October of 2019. Notice the date, it's October 22nd, 2019, and that she's wearing a pink top. This was from her surgery, I know, because I was there. Here is another clip from her reel with the same pink top.
And I feel pretty good.
Remember anything the nurses said to you?
Oh.
No.
Here's another clip from the reel. In the raw footage, she explicitly acknowledges my presence.
They're done. Just waiting for Brian to come back.
Oh.
A reminder, she claims that she was suddenly alone. She also includes this clip in her reel. Here is the raw footage. Where are you going, Taryn?
Going to the bar.
That was October 2019, 5 months after her diagnosis. To prove that I was there through her entire treatment, here is more evidence. Here is us in January 2020, 2 months later. Again, her allegation is that I abandoned her when she got cancer. So the evidence unmistakably shows I was by her side through the entirety of her treatment, from diagnosis to the very end. I intensely loved her and desperately wanted her to live. When it came time for her bell ringing ceremony, the moment which marks the end of her cancer treatment, she invited one person. Today is Taryn's last day of radiation, and we have her bell ceremony. So she's doing...
Did you bring the flowers? No, that one brought the flowers. He gets to ring the bell too once because he was.
Can we do it together?
Yes. Okay. It's your bell, right? You're all just hold on to your arm. It's okay.
Even after her cancer treatment, I continued to be there for her. Here's us in February 2020. And then again in June 2020, over a year after her initial diagnosis. Today's Father's Day, and I'm in Jackson, Wyoming with Taryn. And we're hiking. And by the way, I paid for her cancer treatments. I flew her in a private jet to get the best possible treatments. Even when her place got broken into, she turned to me and I showed up. But then after all that, she began to try and extract money from me. It started out at $150,000, and then it became $1 million, and then $9 million. What you're seeing here is just one example. She has made many claims that simply do not align with the facts. This was proven in court twice. I have the evidence to defend my innocence. She's sadly using her true story of cancer to manipulate the public.
That's horrible.
This is an injustice to real victims. If you're wondering why we broke up, over the 3 years we were together, our relationship decayed. I realized that she just wasn't the right person for me, and I don't hold that against her. I've shared more details on both X and YouTube. Our reputation is our most precious asset. We work on it every second of every day. We show up on time. We say we're sorry when we're wrong. It's honestly so inhumane for someone to try to destroy someone else's reputation with false allegations.
It's not fair.
So many of you have gone through the same thing. It's honestly the worst. So to be clear, I am not a monster. I did not abandon my ex when she got cancer. I tried my best to help her.
Tech mogul Brian Johnson, who spends $2 million a year for 18-year-old body, cheated and dumped fiance after she got breast cancer.
This is what I'm talking about. So I got extorted for $9 million. And so just so you know, when you're in this situation, the other side can say whatever they want. They don't need to show proof. They don't need to have evidence. They nothing. And then when people say stuff, headlines pick it up and they publish it. And then people read the headlines and they think, oh my God. And so this was extraordinarily painful. What do? Do I pay the $9 million or do I fight this? And I was on a call with all my attorneys and everybody was like, just pay up. And I said, I'm not going to do it. I know this is going to be complicated and it's going to damage my reputation. People are not going to be able to discern what is true and what is not, but I'm definitely not going to do this. And so I fought it and I spent 2 years. If you've ever been through any kind of legal proceeding, it is awful, like the worst. You don't want to do it. It just gets so messy, but I won. So we just won the entire thing. So it's just a hugely complicated, expensive win, but I won. So it's very painful. And this is like where I've reconsidered dating. It's like clearly that was the motive, money. And it just took a while for that to come out.
Wow. Okay, so we've seen what Brian Johnson had to say about the allegation that his ex-fiancée made against him. I would love to hear your own opinion. From what you've watched, do you think that he was saying the truth or his ex-fiancée was saying the truth? Please leave your comment in the comment section. Now, personally, I think with what he showed, the ex-fiancée was just so wrong. She was all shades of wrong. Like even in the video, she said he is a big part of the treatment and that he should ring the bell with her. In fact, that he should ring the bell, that she would just hold him. Like, how is it that he did all that and yet after you've recovered, you are accusing him of all kinds of things? You are trying to extort him for money because maybe he decided that he was going to break up. I don't know. I really don't know. This is what I'm saying. There's so many people that are entering a relationship to just destroy the other person. Like if you are not keeping evidence, if you are not keeping proof, if you're not getting screenshots or something, people will just turn tomorrow and use it against you. Now, if you did not have the raw footage, if it was not in his phone, if he had deleted it or something, he won't be able to prove himself. Look at the whole thing. Like, she was even using her own mouth to acknowledge that he was there. And he even was still with her even after she was through with their radiation therapy and she was ringing the bell. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, years after that has occurred, that is a lie, and she has gone to court twice. In fact, he's supposed to sue her. It's getting too much. He's supposed to sue her. Not let her sue him. He's supposed to sue her again, because 5 years after it has happened, she has gone to court, she has lost. You are still making a reel, and now 5 million people saw it. And of course, as people nowadays on social media have this head mentality, they're lacking the ability to think for themselves. They are lacking the inability to logically analyze things and use their critical thinking skills, or lack of. Some of them might not even have critical thinking skills. Once somebody says one thing, they begin to go with it. Whether it's wrong, whether it's right, they don't care. They just go with it. And even when there's proof to show that what you're saying is what you're saying, what you're thinking is wrong, they still don't want to hear. They are just like sheep without shepherds. When they say move, they just move. No thinking faculty, nothing. Just like animals, in my own opinion. Real animals. Like, how can you just get the one side of the story and run with it? Most times when I see something happen, I try to like wait some days or get more information before saying what I feel or thinking what I'm thinking. I don't want to just run with it, because I know that sometimes people will just change the narrative to suit them. Now, she did that. She put up the reel, 5 million views, and a lot of comments that will be saying, oh, he's a horrible person, he's a that person. And yet he's having proof that he was even there. After she did her treatment, he was there. After she finished it, long after she finished it, almost a year before, I don't know when exactly they broke up. But the thing is, he was there and he paid for her treatment. Does she know how lucky she was that somebody was there to pay for her treatment? It's very bad. It's very bad. I'm really pissed off with what she did, because my mother had pancreatic cancer. I have other family members that had cancer, and the treatment, they couldn't get the best treatment. And here was somebody paying for your treatment, for you to get the best treatment, to do the surgery. And afterwards, you want to extort him for 9 million. Oh, anyway, that's my thought. Maybe I'm too passionate about it. Maybe because of my family medical history, I'm biased about the whole thing. But I really did not think that what she did was a nice thing. She was just supposed to move on. I know he's rich. He's spending 2 million per year for anti-aging treatment. So she must have felt he has money to drop, so he should not bother. But she did not think he was going to fight it. I like her fighting it, because you cannot be allowing some women to get away with rubbish. Honestly, please stop embarrassing us. Anybody that has false allegation brought against them, fight it back. Even if it's going to take 2 years, fight it back. Clear your name. It's getting too much. It's getting to a point where some women are just being very vicious and very mean and just irritating me at this point in time. Anyway, that is my thought about this whole situation. I would love to hear what you think about this situation. Do you think that him coming out to share his story was the best thing? And do you think that him also not giving her the money was also a good thing? Do you think that he is lying? And do you think that the woman, the ex-fiancé, is saying the truth? I would love to hear your own thoughts. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.